Hey everyone, in this episode of Hub Fuel, we'll be taking a closer look into one of the most interesting and cool concepts that have come out of this year's Inbound 2021 event, which is the ability to now create custom associations with labels, as well as being able to associate numerous companies to a contact. Previously in HubSpot, you were unable to link numerous companies to a contact without the use of a custom object, but now you have complete flexibility and customization in order to do so. If that sounds of interest, what you're going to want to do is firstly head over to your settings. You can access your settings by heading to the top right and pressing the gear icon. And if you just hover over to an object, it doesn't have to be any object in particular, but just one of them. So if we select deal, if you have early access, you'll be able to enable this by clicking this button here, where it'll basically then ask you if you want to reflect the CRM in terms of how it runs and enable the latest enhancements. Again, at the time of recording, this is currently in an early beta, so there will be functionality, bugs, and tweaks that needed to be made, but it's definitely worthwhile opting into the beta platform. Again, depending on the time of this video going out, you may already have access to this in your portal, so just remember to double check. From here, what you just want to do is press yes, I want to update, opt in, and for early access. And it's basically just going to ask you that if you understand you won't be able to opt out once you opt in, and if you want to be able to contact you for feedback. Simply select which is applicable, mainly if you want to receive feedback or not, and simply press opt in. From here, what this is going to do is it's basically going to enroll your portal in terms of turning on all the features and making some enhancements to some of the tabs you previously won't have been aware of. Once that is then loaded, you'll see some notable changes within your HubSpot portal. Mainly on the object itself, you will have a new tab named Associations, which again will be labeled beta depending on when you're accessing this. But at the time of recording, the feature is still in beta. So if you simply select that, what you'll be able to do is now see a list of what object can be associated with each object. So for example, this is for the deals area. So we can see from a top level that the deals can be associated with a company via deal to company, and similar to that in terms of the primary association, the contact association, and the ticket. Now, a popular use case that I've had asked to myself from the sales team at Prodo is that they wanted the ability to be able to link another company to a contact and label that as a previous company, i.e. a previous company they used to work at. So in order to do so, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to head over to the actual company's object and head to the associations and simply just basically find the area. So again, it's a company association I want to create the association. It's going to correspond to the actual contacts because I want contacts to be able to link to companies, and then the label to basically be previous company. It will then tell you what the internal name is. If you then press create, this will then add that into your list of associations that you've now created in the portal. You'll be able to see any custom associations because it will say created by HubSpot and then no. And then you can see what you set the label to be. From here, you can then head over to any kind of account that's within your HubSpot portal. And then what you'll be able to do is in the top right, you'll notice some changes to where it says companies because I created a new association. So the current company is labeled as the primary, but where this would be previously grayed out, I can now press add. I can now find the company, Google. I can select what the label is going to be. So the custom label I just created, which is a previous company. I can then have the option to replace it if I want to, but I know that's a previous company, so I won't. I'll leave the primary as the one that currently is. Press update, and you'll now see that basically the contact is linked to two companies. The first of which is the primary company, which is what all the default personalization in automation will fall back on. And then what I will also do is have a secondary company with the label previous company that sits underneath. So now I can basically link this profile to any previous company as well as current company. But again, like HubSpot as a platform, you can customize the labels to your specific use case and create associations to your hottest content. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Hub Fuel, and I look forward to speaking to you guys next time. Take care.